what I'm hearing you say is that you, as a discipline, look at what the risk is on the other side of the situation and you avoid that. That's one of the rules, right?
Well, it's just that it's like a lot of practical problems in algebra. If you invert, you can solve it easily. If you don't, you can't solve it easily.
Exactly right.
And so, of course, I had that trick very early. And most people, they say, how can you, please tell us what you do to save India or to help India. And of course, I would approach it differently. I'd say, what could I do which would most easily hurt India? And approaching it in reverse that way, I got better results.
You look at the vulnerabilities.
Yeah, yes, and I have a whole bag of tricks like that. I went to the ROTC, both in high school and college. And the ROTC taught me to fire mortar shells or artillery shells, one shot over, one shot short, and then kapow. Well, I never shot any damn shells, but I've been using that mental trick all my life. That's how I determine what size to make something. Over and under and kapow. And so I just got a bag of tricks. And I got the right bag of tricks early. And of course, it's been of enormous help to me. And so this is just a bag of tricks, and it enables a non-prodigious man to get prodigious results.
Remember, last summer you bought Anadarko, the big oil company?
Yes.
And you described, I think you'd just gotten back from being with Warren for the weekend.
Yeah.
And you were describing that you didn't do all the analytics and you didn't do all of the research, but you used your bag of tricks and you flew out to Omaha. You and Warren spent the weekend. You called up the president of the Bank of America, got the money, made the deal.
No, I didn't go to Omaha.
Or where did you go?
No, we have a telephone.
Okay. Okay. You talked. Okay, you talked to Warren about it.
Anyway.
Yeah, but you made it in about 2 days, and it was like
no.
Okay.
Warren didn't need. Warren and I have been together so long that just one grunt we can speak a volume. and no, it's perfectly obvious the Permian Basin is our number one oil reservoir, and we don't have another like it. And it's perfectly obvious you have a preferred stock, that you have an advantage over everybody else, and plus an upside. And so we've done this kind of thing before, too. So, of course, we did it. And it's not very difficult. But you're right. There are all kinds of organizations, endless due diligence. And we knew enough to act.
Based on the rules?
And why they were in a hurry, yes. But you don't need perfect. If you're 96% sure, that's all you're entitled to in many cases. And I see these people doing this due diligence, and the weaker they are as thinkers, the more due diligence they do. And of course, it's just a way of allaying an inner insecurity. And of course, it doesn't work. You've got to be able to quickly understand how much brains does it take to know the Permian Basin is America's best oil reserve. It's layer after layer after layer. You know, there is nothing like comparable.
Yes.
And if you have an 8% dividend off the top, from a perfectly reputable place of very talented people, the woman who runs that is a production engineer. She's good. And they get better results in that shale than other people. And so it's a no-brainer. At least it's a no-brainer if you don't make it hard. But I see people, in America now they do these leverage buyouts, and these firms do what they call due diligence. And they will send armies of young lawyers out at high rates per hour to riffle through all the purchasing orders at a place like Esri.
Don't even think about it.
No. I'm not thinking about it. But my point is Esri wouldn't.
No.
You don't have to look through the purchasing orders to know that Esri is a good business. And I don't think people who are that insecure mentally ought to be in positions of decision making.